welcoming your energies into this divine space. Thank you for coming in and taking a moment, because all the good bits come as we progress further. Today is here in Australia the 22nd of February 2022. It is a very huge energy transmission coming through here live today. Thank you for whether you show up straight away here live with me or when you watch this later. All of this adds to our energies gathering together. You showing up is enough. I just want to share that your consciousness here on a global scale is helping humanity and the collective. Today is a light body upgrade, free for all, for a global conscious collective healing. So we just take a moment and honor that space. This is a live transmission embodying in spirit and the soul in the human physical embodiment, that today the upgrade is through the energy of feeling and intuitively feeling beyond the words alone. It is you taking a moment of the energies brought through live streaming as I read and share what I am guided in this moment on the energies that I will be bringing through. Whether you fully consciously understand what the words mean is not important and does not apply here. This is about you feeling intuitively to resonating in some way of what I'll be reading and sharing, bringing through live. Myself in my human physical embodiment is everything. We are turning a big corner right now here on a global scale. Today marks the end of an era. What I bring through and share is an ascended 5D Earth Master right here and now, through 26 years of consciously being an ascension pioneer and trailblazer with humanity through my living physical embodiment in the human. There is a big difference. This is a brand new platform coming through live. Thank you for you being here as well in everything that you've gone through, because we are side by side. Community and unity is what will change and bring in new earth energies, yet we need to go within personally, pull away from the collective of the old. Don't be distracted by what's in the outside world. There is a brand new earth energy coming up and rising, and today I'm going to be reading about and bringing through the energies as I read about the Albion light body. I will take from Lisa Renee's Ascension Glossary as guided sections and segments to go into that amazing information that Lisa brings through. Is many rabbit hole after rabbit hole after rabbit hole of so deep energies that you can get lost in that energy. And so there's times that I'm asked to read and bring through the energy vibration. So it's up to you if you choose to be here. And for those of you that may not be aware, my name's Anastasia Kompos, and I hold a purely unconditional divine loving space at Anastasia Blue Beyond Guide. That's where you're seeing this through now, and this will be shared later on in YouTube of the same name. So as we're settling our energies in now, that was a rough coming in. It was a rough night, especially with these energies and getting the tap just 2 days ago, few days ago, that I will be bringing through this live. And there's only been a few times in the past when I've brought through such a strong energy. One of those was in 2019 at Uluru from the Cosmic Consciousness Conference, when I was the caretaker of the whole conference there in living embodiment. It is past the knowing. Everybody knows. I know. So let's just take a moment about bringing your knowing into your consciousness, into your human embodiment, and feeling your emotions. And taking that moment to feel, in order to feel new joy. New earth is about new joy energies. I've shared this before. Today is the start of the new earth embodiment energies arriving, 22nd of the 2nd, 2022. That is Perselia Fen. And through what came through, what I was guided is the end of an era. I do not share these things lightly. I only share when I have proof. There is so much done in the astrals. There is so much done in the etherics. There is so much done in those light bodies. It really is about coming into your human body. By focusing and staying with me now is enough. Wiggle your toes. That's a way to ground yourself, to feel your human body. Okay, so there are many. Big shift is happening now. That are like kites untethered, needing to ground in further. Today is your day. This here is for you, me, and everyone to anchor those energies in. Their words. These are times of beyond words. After sharing over 10 years of ahead of time energy updates, Spirit shared recently, all the words have been written and said. So there is a whole library of past updates that were ahead of time from 2015, 16 that are applying right now. So I'm even surprised that I'm here still delivering as an Ascension Pioneer Trailblazer, and now as a New Earth Pioneer Trailblazer in real time. This is what is new and different. And firstly, this is in human real time. We are set apart and bringing up a whole new platform, even from within our spiritual communities and groups and those that we may read about. There is very few on this planet that are bringing through the new. Celia Fenn is. Cryon has been sharing for years, and he's just recently also reached where he's resharing previous years as well. So this is about beyond the words. That's why you need to show up, because you showing up is enough. You just being you with not even saying anything is so powerful. There is so much power in silence, in you showing up. So here we go. The energy is flowing freely, more freer now. Many of you are feeling the intensity right now. I've seen in some comments that I was taking to some amazing souls that I know that are saying it has been super intense. I felt like I was at the end of the line again. I felt suicidal again. And this is the turning point of an end of an era, when the first wave of New Earth humans reaches the frequency of the ascended Earth. Just take that in. This is the turning point. This is also, in astrology, Pluto is the planet of destruction and rebirth. And it is said on wellandgood.com that the seeds of nationwide transformation could be taking root in the cosmos at this moment. Yes, really, in brackets, Pluto, the planet of death, rebirth, and reckoning, with deep-seated trauma is about to return to the exact same degree of the sign it was when the Declaration of Independence was signed on July 4th, 1776. So in the States, they're talking about this is the first ever Pluto return in the United States, and underscoring this kind of large-scale metamorphosis that only happens once in a generation. So I just want to add that energy to light as well. This will further expose shadow sides of countries. This is on a global scale. So the last couple of years with COVID and everything, and I've got my resident Magpie right in front of me in hands reach. Hello, darling. Really? You talking to everyone today? You're good. Yeah? Aren't you beautiful? How about we feed you and we shift you off from my microphone? No? Go on. There you go. Okay. Live, raw and real. I'll keep it going. She's going to keep talking. She's about this big. So, The Return of the Bird Tribes is a good book. So, the last 2 years with everything that's happening, the restrictions, Australia has been at the forefront as the solar plexus of the world, and for freedom and sovereignty energies, with the Pleiadians being the first originals to our planet. And it's interesting, the baby for the first time come and jumped in front of me. We're talking about the rebirth. So, and also this is Australia. Now, we don't have kangaroos bouncing down the street or in our backyards. In a lot of places we do. So she's going to continue talking, so I'll keep going. So Australia has been at the forefront, and a lot of us have been sharing. I know I have on my timeline, I have been sharing very much about the real truth of what's happening behind the scenes that many overseas are just starting to learn because it is not on mainstream media. So the whole purpose for the COVID and everything is to raise the shadow energies up and out that were hidden before. And in Australia, I can speak that the hospitals were already behind. Everything that they are saying is now COVID is just a bullshit excuse energetically for what needed to come up. There is a reason and a very good purpose for everything that's happening right now. She's never done this before, this loud for this long. The mum's feeding her. That's amazing. Beautiful. So stay focused on your energy, Anastasia, as you're reading, and our new earth in real time, and stay grounded. Beware of the outside distractions of an old narrative still playing out, that many can't believe what is in front of people that they are not seeing or hearing of the spell energies. I want to remind you all that recently the spell energies of an old veil of a dark shadow energy over the planet was broken. Please see previous update and video about this. This is a step further. After that, it has cleared the way for this turning point, for the end of an era, for, as Celia shared, marks the day when the first wave of new earth humans reaches a frequency of the ascended earth. Now I read that and it says marks the day when the first wave. I read that and I see below the iceberg. I see below the iceberg with Cryon, and these beyond below the iceberg energy updates is I take things as guided with 26 years of personal 5D ascension to be in ninth dimensional energies, but let's just say this is about 5D, so really do know and am living proof, and that's what the difference what today is. I say that and want you to know that, for you to mirror back. Thank you for being here right now. Breathe and feel the upgrade right now, and allow your consciousness, your human consciousness, to feel in your solar plexus and take up through your heart and higher heart ninth dimensional energies, which is the highest vibration that can be reached in a human body, okay? And that's what you're uptaking now. When you consciously know that, you peel away and open doors 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See those doors open, open, open for you to receive. This is for you with your divine source link connection for yourself. It's none of my business. The new baby is persisting to stay here. This is beautiful. And I'm going to take a photo and show you all, and I'll share it in comments. I always do this. There she is. Because shaman energies is working in the flow with nature, with the animals, and the mother's to the right of me here. So I don't have anything else to give them. So I just will trust and keep going, Masters. We will just enjoy the mother and the baby energy here. Just so you're aware of that, it's important. If any of you saw the live co-creating video with Di Outshorn yesterday, Ancient Mother Energies came through. You're welcome to watch that. That's here on the Facebook Anastasia Blue Beyond Guide page, and also YouTube. Please remember to like, follow, share. This amplifies the energies and allows me to keep going and bringing through and sharing. As I said, I'm surprised I'm still here. And I need new energies and something new. And you do too. This is about new joy. So doors of the old will be closed energetically. And as a first wave, new earth pioneer, the squeeze of the old has pushed many to past a breaking point that they have felt and reached before in the human being. That's what you're feeling at the moment, okay? So as we enter and usher through these energies through ourselves, firstly right now, linking spirit and soul through our human physical body, placed a hand on your higher heart chest and one on your solar plexus. Feel, just feel that there. That's enough to help you to reignite, to re-kick off, and to upgrade this new light body of the Albion light body. So when Spirit gave me the tap, keep holding your hands there. You can swap them around if you like. The baby's going to asleep. Eyes are closed. That is just beautiful. The Albion light body is the androgynous human template created from the 12 spheres of the Tree of Life, which during the fall of humankind became buried in the lower dimensional fields of the earth, waiting to be awakened. Lisa Renee, the Albion is the androgynous human template created from the 12 spheres of the Tree of Life, which during the fall of humankind became buried in the lower dimensional fields of the earth, waiting to be awakened. Now the Tree of Life is a 12-tree grid, is level 1 of the light body. It is the architecture of our multidimensional consciousness orientation. The core manifestation body foundation. The Tree of Life is the light body architecture. Every aspect of the universal creation and life spiral are designed and instructed through these blueprint structures. Learning to travel consciously through the universal Tree of Life is the pathway to personal sovereignty and freedom. God, sovereign, free. I am God, I am sovereign, I am free. And I read it, and I hear it with people. There is a beyond, below the iceberg, lower dimensional fields of the earth waiting to be awakened. You are a first wave forerunner, new earth pioneer. You would not be in this beautiful space right now unless you were. And what it is we learn to grow into our mastership in embodying our Christ consciousness in the human being by feeling through our emotions, to feel love, the unconditional love, to allow and create a new link with God, source, the divine within ourselves. We need to love freely and release the grief of the old. Take a moment, see the energy. There is a lot of grief, releasing of the old, still happening. It is in progressive stages of our light bodies. This direct energy transmission right now is a live embodiment template, feeling these words, experiencing and sharing from that space. This is what makes this different, is your uptake. I'm a template and I'm living and embodying these firstly through myself. These are not words alone. These are living divine energies. Thank you for showing up. Very powerful. Baby's still here. Mother's gone for a walk. For you who feels the clarion call so strongly that you're stepping up in learning to master in your human embodiment. It doesn't just happen overnight. They say it's a 20-year apprenticeship as an ascended master. There she goes. Did you see her wings? I've had an owl in the middle of the day come in my little alcove here. It is incredible, the energies of the animals. You showing up is enough. Thank you. Allow yourself to take this energy in. It is personally coming from the divine to your heart of gold energy right now. Feel that come in to help you upgrade your light body as I will keep talking. Just need to accept it from you through the divine. This is of a vibration of 9-dimensional energies in the human linked directly with source at the highest vibration a human body can embody. There is no room for the head. There's no room for excuses. There is no room right now as you focus in and listen. Feel the ancient mother energies. Feel, release fear. Feel Gaia coming through right now. Through your feet, bring green energy up from your earth star. Right now, allow yourself to be freshly cleansed, and then see yourself as a big tree of life, and the green coming up, and then the brown of the tree trunk. It is you. Here is your tree of life for you personally. Now feel your solar plexus releasing and purging all the old, ancient abundance blocks energy. It is just pouring out front and back. Just see it flushing, 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 flushing. Use your imagination as your superpower. Like you watched a movie or a cartoon, that's all you need to do. Just see it on a screen, just visualize it, just see it happen. And it's happening. That's how easy it is when we slow down. And as you see that flushing, your solar plexus, your tummy, front and back, let me share a little bit that in ancient days, the oldest name for England was Albion. The names for Scotland in the Celtic languages were also related to Albion. Albany was once an alternative name for Scotland. Many myths and legends have long existed. The giants were either the original inhabitants or were the founders of the land named Albion. The mystical significance of Albion has been memorialized through poems, stories, and mythos. Together they suggest the nature of Albion is related to the collective human consciousness and the world soul, to which we are all intimately connected. So as you're in your tree of life, and as you're feeling your soul in your solar plexus clearing and releasing, this is relating to the collective human consciousness of the world soul that you are purging and releasing also through your diamond heart right now. This is really super powerful. This is your turning point to release the end of an era energies. We're so blessed. I just want to give thanks and a prayer in thanks for this coming through live, in me showing up. I was writing this morning in the private Facebook group how I literally came kicking and screaming to come on here live today. The energies beyond over the top. And I know many of you were feeling it too. And I will say that it's okay to say these things as we're growing and learning. It is okay for me to say to you that came kicking and screaming in divine service as a living template to push through the bullshit of what is real and true, of the hard yards that it takes to be at the forefront, for you to be at the forefront in your connections with everybody is no small thing. It is more and beyond the words that is written. All you need to do is this course. All you need to do is that. All you need to do is I can help you to do this. And it's like, let's slow all that down. It is not just one course, one little thing. This is a process and a series of upgrades to your light body. The front line is hard, yucca, yet we do it willingly because we are the spiritual rainbow warriors returned. This is huge, 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 beyond, beyond, beyond these words alone. The Albion is the androgynous human template created from the 12 spheres of the tree of life, which became buried in the lower dimensional fields of the earth, waiting to be awakened. We are awakening this with you today, with the energy that was coming up, that was buried from Gaia, Mother Earth, that we brought through, being awakened. This is from the original cosmic blueprint that records the divine plan for humanity's ascension and holds the celestial records of humankind's evolution through the solar system. We're working on the solar plexus. The awakening Albion occurs in progressive stages, intelligently designed to stimulate the higher mind activation, which I call being spiritually mindful consciously, throughout the Albion body in the earth. This gently accelerates the shift in the mental body of the earth to reflect the higher mind consciousness, which is reflected in the stages of awakening Albion. And that's what we're bringing through live today, helping you to release that hold of your solar plexus to the collective human consciousness of the end of an era and the world soul to which we are all intimately connected, for you to focus on opening all those brand new doors to ninth dimensional, live with you here today, for you to focus on bringing through your human embodiment in feeling, linking your feelings, your soul through your spirit right now of I am God, I am sovereign, I am free, living consciously, deliberately. Yes, do the best you can. Yes, do what it takes to anchor you right, to connect, to link your spirit to your soul. It will take effort. You put in the 50%, spirit will bring that 50%. You need to get up off your lounge, up off your chair. You need to physically, in your human embodiment, in which your soul lives, I am soul, you need to get out of your comfort zone. These beautiful souls that are coming on these co-creating videos every 2 weeks for the whole of 2022 are all getting out of their comfort zones to join Chris Trujillo and myself to voice and speak. I could see a need in humanity's ascension after having my finger on the pulse for 26 years and being a watcher of watching the planet formed and being from an original and linked directly with Uluru, is by showing up. And those souls in those 2 weekly videos are showing up because it was missing in the world. This rawness and this realness I could see was not there. So that's why I'm still here co-creating with all of you. Community and unity really is it, physically, not just the words alone. Just take a moment, and now there's little sparkles, little diamonds and rainbow energies and little diamond sparkles coming down. That's the visual. Allow us to breathe. We need to pull back our energy deliberately as you keep that vision. New physical changes are happening of releasing an ancient old hold on our energy as we're upgrading and anchoring our new light body today, right now, because the dark will ramp up on those not aware of their shadow hidden energies. When we have unhealed shadow energies and we are unaware of them, we can overspill our energy with others. When your vibration in what you've worked through for yourself is clear in an area, and someone on their ascension journey and path and conscious realizations and growing and awakening is still yet to deal with that, and you're close with that person, be aware you will feel that overspill. I have felt the overspill of every single person around me in a brand new way of pulling back from everyone deliberately and creating new connections on energies on my terms. It's really important that you do that with everybody. Just take a moment and breathe. And if you find yourself with anything that I'm sharing here, I've deliberately not checked to see who's here in the comments. If you find yourself writing and letting me know something, it's different when you write to share and unite your energies. But if you find yourself writing to let me know, to let others know, take a moment to get out of that ego and come into this very now humble moment and gift yourself to breathe and feel and take in something fresh and new. I assure you this is new to the planet, and firstly, I do not say these things lightly. The more you guys and girls get to know me and grow, you start to feel deeper and the higher and the most holy connection that's coming through here firstly. And the more I pull back, the more of you now growing, coming forward and seeing that link. So my role and platforms are all changing, and I have a new website premiering on the 1st of March that I'm really excited, that I'm working with Megan Catherine, Weave the Light, that I'm very excited to bring through. So all our platforms and roles and connections with everybody on a conscious collective Albion light body upgrade are changing. Now this is very new, so you don't know this, you haven't been through this before. I assure you, you have not been through this before. If I find this new after 26 years of consciously going and awakening as a trailblazer, as a human template for humanity as part of my role, there leaves no room for any of that energy. So therefore there's a lot of souls and people are unable to tune into this energy right here. They're still working through what they need to, so we are bringing up a whole new platform. It's very refreshing. Otherwise, we'd get fucking bored. We would. We would get bored. And give me purpose, give me a reason, give me something new, give me some adventure, some fun. I tell you, you will not be bored when you consciously tune in and you have access to 200 live videos. Over the last 2 years, there is so much information available. And then for those that are guided to exchange further, I have much more to offer as well. When you're ready, you will. I'm just glad you're here right now. Okay, so there will be many deaths of the old energies, and this is part of the upgrade and letting go of an ancient and older energy. So Lisa Renee shared, and I shared this recently, the dark entities attempt to exploit the unhealed shadow selves that exist within people to tempt them into spiritually abusive behaviors that cause dark forces to subsume their inner light source. Protect your inner light by keeping your mind focused. When people say mind, I'm all about shifting people out of focusing with their mind and being spiritually mindful consciously by keeping your energy focused on spiritually healthy things and constantly praying to God for spiritual guidance. So this is to an extreme, and it is challenging to read and take in fully what Lisa shares. It comes through, and that's why I'm breaking it down more humanely now, that many hidden, even from themselves, shadow sides are over spilling energetically of what I call the unseen energies. I'm not calling them dark entities because people get caught up in that, and they'll get caught up in the darker entities and they'll argue about it. They'll get caught up in other areas. This is really important that I want to say this. I need to voice this, that I'm noticing many around me that are focusing on, let's say, energies of 5G, energies of radars that are attacking people when people are gathering, that you can see on vans. They're showing these radar devices. And I want to say, not to anyone personally, but I just want to say, I'm finding people and groups that are focusing on that, what is happening, and not on their inner soul connection. So what they are saying about these microwaves that are coming through and people that showed up, they're getting sunburnt and they're getting ill, you are focusing on that and it's working. What they're doing is working because it has taken your focus off your emotions and your feeling and your link, and you're focusing on that bad stuff, the negative stuff, what they're doing. Yes, there's a shitload of stuff that has been happening hidden underground that's come more to light now. And if you keep focusing on that, people, where is your link with your soul connection, with your spirit, while you're focusing on your energy on those issues? Please be very careful, because it's a fine line. I've walked the fine line. I've gone down the rabbit holes, broken and come back to go, it's all about me. You. Know thyself. How are you handling my energy today? How are you handling the directness, the passion, the intensity? You're welcome for any triggers that this may bring up for anybody that is needing energies released. Our direct link with ourself and the divine God source, it does not matter. It's about unconditional love. I know you know this. It's about us learning to grow into our human embodiment more, further. It is an ongoing process that takes many years. We are in a place where we've never been before, with so many behind the scenes, below the iceberg, awakening, because there are layers and levels of vibrations in the spiritual community of awakening as well. Compassion and patience and gentleness and unconditional love is very needed. I will wind up shortly. I will see where Spirit takes me. There is a crystal that I may bring through. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for taking the time to come in. The crystal that has come at this time, there's a big clear, what I'm seeing now is like clear water starting to come up is the vision. And purpurite is the crystal that has come with this, which is a dispeller. Isn't it interesting? Known as the restorer. It's used to put things back right again after they are out of balance. When the crown is out of balance or its energy is blocked, one can feel clumsy, uncoordinated, and at out of sorts with life. We can stumble in movement and thought. We can be uninspired, out of step. The world will seem to be spinning and we're unsure of who we are, why we even exist. I can assure you, I felt that hundreds of times during my ascension, over and over and over. Okay? With purpurite, we can restore the balance in our spirit energy of the crown. So the focus at the moment is the crown. It is a powerful ascension tool that helps attune one to the higher energies, as well as open up and connect the third eye and crown chakra. I'm bringing it through as I'm talking. All I have to say is purpurite, and the energy vibrations as I'm talking is the healing with the crystal. You can visualize it. You can look it up yourself. This is the healing. The words, voicing, talking and tabling is the healing. This will help raise one's intuition levels and consciousness, as well as assisting one in the understanding of this newfound power stone. This is about your newfound power, your light body upgrade. Right now, right here. Thank you everybody for joining. I'm still winding the energies up. I'll just take a moment. We are being prepared for another birthing stage of rainbow diamond grids. Rainbow Delight Shell Essence has come to assist at this time. So I want to take a moment and read to you the Rainbow Shell Essence. Are you staying? Are you still here? Most of you are. Thank you so much. That's beautiful to see most of you have stayed. It really is something special. While I'm looking up the Rainbow Delight, let me share that the 144, if you want to take this a step further in a private Zoom space with other masters, this Sunday on the 27th is a number 1 of 144 gathering. There is an exchange. Please email theoraclespeaks@bigpond.com if you would like to join other masters. So Rainbow Delight, just feel rainbow energies, that's all you need to do, is an essence which targets fear. It is appropriate for any fear. See the rainbows coming, light coloured rainbows, but was created specifically for fear of planetary change. There's a release from the solar plexus gently. Rainbow Delight also encourages positive sexuality when there is abuse of sexual energy. I know many of you feel this deeply, have experienced this in one form or another in our lifetime. Every female I know basically has in some way, if not the human, a lot happened in the etherics as well. This is to counterbalance the pervasive fear promulgated by the media. That is literally written here. Encourages self-discipline, use of time, lightheartedness, and a positive, fearless attitude. One thing I will say, our self-discipline, we need to be very self-disciplined. The blessings of all the abuse that I suffered in the military, that it created a physical human embodiment, breaking through for the first female in the Australian military services ever, a new rule in Parliament for all other females in Australia. And that's what I mean by a backup in the trailblazing in human embodiment in real life. And that's why it's taken so long for me to come on here, and it's been so very painful. The fact that I'm alive, that the fact that you're alive, we're outliving past ascension lives. This is that big, this is that exciting. And self-discipline, use of time, lightheartedness, and a positive, fearless attitude. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. Thank you so much, Masters. This will be shared here. This will also be shared Anastasia Blue Beyond Guide YouTube channel. I am looking forward to rewatching. And can you feel energy flowing, flushing now? The tree of life with clear water. The water is sprinkling, coming up through. You are your own tree of life. You are your own Albion upgrade within yourself, of your solar plexus, of an end of an era, of now releasing the planet's energies through yourself. No longer are we to transmute for others in the way that we have. That's an end of an era. This is your energy on your terms. Show up with your 50%. Where's the other 50%? One of my golden rules and messages is that I love you so much. I look forward to seeing you this Sunday. For those of you that are coming to join in a private space, if you feel this was big, wait till you join one of those gatherings. Thank you, everybody. Bless. So much love to you all. Enjoy this new breakthrough. Thank you. Bye.